A day after Eyewitness News first reported on the death of former Saints player Glenn Foster, we're learning new details about the case.
Yeah, Foster died after his arrest in Alabama, and J.D. Career traveled there today to get us a better picture of what happened. He brings us his report in the town of Gordo near Tuscaloosa.
That's right. We are here in Gordo, Alabama, where, according to Reform PD, their press release, this is where Foster's car ended after that police chase when he was spike stripped. Now, if you look down here at the curve, you can see that there's this sort of scratch mark here and a little bit over there. There looks to be a piece of a car. Now, of course, like I said, this is where everything ended. But where it started was about 8 miles up the road in Reform. According to the Reform Alabama Police Chief Richard Black, this is the road where Glenn Foster's car was spike stripped between Reform and Gordo, Alabama. Chief Black says that Foster drove into this pharmacy parking lot. Still on the scene, this chunk of what looks to be a rubber tire. Once the chase came to an end in Gordo, Reform police approached Foster's driver's side and made the arrest.
My initial impression and reaction as to how they handled it the night when Mr. Foster was arrested, the officers on scene acted appropriately. They conducted themselves within policies and guidelines, and there was no problem on the initial traffic stop, chase, arrest, and booking into the jail.
From there, Foster was booked here in the Pickens County Jail, which is operated by the county sheriff. According to Chief Black, after speaking with Foster's family and he learned about Glenn Jr.'s bipolar disorder, he began to make arrangements to have him released to be mentally evaluated at a Birmingham hospital. Foster's dad told us his son was diagnosed with bipolar disorder at the age of 20. From there, all we know what happens next comes from these court depositions filed to the State of Alabama Unified Justice System. According to the reports, Foster allegedly approached a sleeping inmate and demanded socks. It continues to say that with his hands, Foster attacked the inmate, causing bruises and chest swelling. The next report says that while being handcuffed from the fight, Foster actively fought with the deputy, who sustained lacerations to his face and hand. He was then transported to the DCH North Point Hospital ER, 33 miles away from the jail in Tuscaloosa. He died 2 days after the initial traffic stop. Pickens County Sheriff Todd Hall says he has no comment at this time, as the case is currently being handled by the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. J.D. Career, Eyewitness News.
As J.D. just mentioned, Glenn Foster had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but had been mostly able to manage the illness before the arrest. At least that's according to his father.